In virtual teams, the way you build a shared identity is by building trust through the task that you're doing. You have to focus a lot in the beginning to create the other part, the shared mental model. This is the Mars Climate Orbiter. And a few years ago, it was one of the most famous stories of failure. It was supposed to be this groundbreaking innovation. They're going to go on the dark side of Mars and tell us things about it. So what they did is Mars Climate Orbiter was launched, it went there, then it went on the dark side, and after a couple of days they lost connection, and it entered the atmosphere of the planet and it burned down. What went wrong with the calculations?
Different measures in the system.
Two teams in different locations doing the calculations together. Everything is perfect except one team is working in metric measures and the other one is working in imperial measures. And at no point in time do they feel the need to share with each other this very basic little information. Shared mental model goes from the most basic things that you take for granted, and this is what happens when you take for granted things in communication, especially in virtual teams, to everything that has to do with what are we doing here. The type of questions that you need to ask your team when you ask this question, what is our goal for this project? Ask them, how important is it that we never speak to each other but deliver perfect quality on this project? Can you live with that? And immediately you will have people who say, actually, I'm very willing to compromise on the quality. I will never be willing to compromise on conflict. I can't live with conflict. We need to work each other for the next few years. There will be others who would say, let's go get it. I don't care whose body I'm going to step over. I'm going to get this project. And this is where it all starts. If you spend an amount of time which you find absurd, in the beginning of the process, for such a thing like defining goals in the greatest details, what do each of us understand about what the performance required from us is? It's going to save you a lot of trouble down the line. The only thing that I wanted to share tonight was a story that inspires you to look at virtual teams, not at computer-mediated, technology-mediated communication, but at a human way of looking at reality differently.